From Montana's news leader, this is the MTN Noon News.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us on the Noon News. I'm Andrea Lutz. As President Biden's Build Back Better plan takes center stage, many are wondering how it might affect them here in Montana. We'll get to that story in a minute. But first, this afternoon, police in Missoula are investigating after a 60-year-old man died after being hit by two vehicles while crossing a busy road. Here's today's leading look. Missoula police say the man was crossing Russell Street near the Wells Fargo Bank shortly before 6 p.m. when he was hit. A police spokesperson says one vehicle swerved to avoid hitting him. However, two others ended up striking him. A Billings clinic is getting federal help to address its staffing shortages. Two federal teams, including 8 pharmacists and 20 U.S. Navy medical personnel, are now working at the hospital. The naval nurses, doctors, and respiratory therapists are expected to be there for the next 30 days. Nationwide, parents are lining up their 5 to 11-year-old children to get the COVID-19 vaccine. 360,000 have already gotten the vaccine. Health officials are hoping that number increases as the holidays approach. Well, the president is heading to Baltimore to promote his newly passed infrastructure bill. He's expected to talk about how the bill will help reduce shortages, keep prices down, and add jobs to the economy. That's today's leading look.
Big story today, the winds. We could see gusts in excess of 40, 50, even 60 miles an hour in spots. So if you drive a high-profile vehicle, if you have furniture, lawn furniture, or anything in the yard, you want to strap it down or bring it inside, because when you wake up tomorrow morning, it may be in the next county. We're behind a cold front, so we are getting cooler today with highs mainly in the 30s and 40s. We'll see some 50s off to the east. There's that front I was talking about. It's dragging a lot of moisture with it. We've seen some mountain snow today, but we don't have a whole lot of moisture in the forecast moving forward. We're in this unstable, unsettled pattern all the way through the weekend, but you can see if we're lucky, lower elevations, we could see trace amounts of moisture all the way through Monday. Higher elevations could see a better accumulation.
President Joe Biden's Build Back Better plan is proposing a child tax credit for children through the age of 17. According to the plan, families would receive a payment ranging from $3,000 to $3,600 a child. MTN's Edgar Cedillo takes a look at how many Montana families would be affected by it.
As President Biden's Build Back Better plan takes center stage, many families are wondering how that will affect them, and including here in Montana, that could affect up to 90% of families.
Investments in children at young ages have really high returns.
Ms. like Carly Urban at MSU say the plan could benefit around 200,000 children across the state.
The phase-out range is high enough that, we know that Montana earnings are relatively low, that a lot of families will benefit from this.
The change with this tax credit would make it more accessible to lower income families. In Montana, this would extend to about 78,000 kids.
Build Back Better is that for the first time, the credit is fully available to the families who need it most.
With this extended tax credit, it would be a direct payment to families. According to the Department of Health and Human Services, around 13% of a family's income is spent on childcare. With this tax credit, many hope that it will cut down on those costs.
With the pandemic, the importance of childcare has never been so obvious. When schools closed, when daycare is closed, we saw a lot of families struggle. Urban points that this could help families who cannot afford the cost of living in Montana.
How do we get people who grew up here, who have Montana roots, to really be able to move back and afford it? And now this is kind of one of those policy levers where the money is more here, right? More people will get it here, and that might actually allow more families to build a life here, to have kids here, to...
Urban and other economists hope that long-term this money will flow back into the economy.
Because not only does it help those children, right, and their parents to be able to be more economically self-sufficient, it also helps society.
Right now, Congress still has yet to vote on the Build Back Better plan, but Democrats in Congress say they're hoping to get it done by Thanksgiving. Reporting in Bozeman, Edgar Cedillo,